OhYoNameTaty back again with another video. In today's video, we'll be talking about The Flash Season 9, Episode 13, the series finale that really felt like a season finale that Eric created on his day off in the bathroom on the toilet reading Jet magazine. Like, honestly, the only good thing about The Flash was baby Nora being born. Joe singing, even though I felt like, why are we wasting camera time on him singing when we should be seeing Iris bonding with her baby, but whatever. Barry and his little speech at the end, talking to baby Nora, that was great. Eddie's suit looked great. Cobalt blue suit looked great. All the villain suit looked great, actually. Yep, those were the good things. Yep, that's about it. That's about it. I'm tired and I'm over it, and I'm finally over it because I don't ever have to watch another one of them whack ass episodes again. Like, it was so disrespectful, and I've said this before. What's so disrespectful is Eric Wallace is doing a terrible job. Like, he's by far the worst Arrowverse executive producer ever, and that says a lot. Cause remember, what's that dude name? Mark with a C, who's the executive producer over there with Arrow. When he did the Crisis on Infinite Earths, oh, he made a terrible choice, and people clearly let him know. Okay, and Eric is worse than him. Okay, because Arrow's season 8, baby, you can't touch it. You wish. That shit, and I watched it. It was good. And I'm not even a fan of Arrow like that. So, and what's so disrespectful is, while Eric is the worst, they don't even put no respect on his name. Because when you Google The Flash executive producer, his name nor picture pops up. It's all the former people. So he getting it from both sides. And what's even funnier to me is Candace did an interview. I wish I could find it, but Candace did an interview where the person asked her, like, oh my God, how does it feel to finally be seen, you know, have this representation, finally, what did he say? I forgot what he asked. Like basically, how does it feel to finally, after playing Iris West for so long, to finally come to this season and really be seen and everything like that? And she was like, I don't think that's how it went, because it didn't. She said, she said something like, oh, I think Eric wanted to focus more on the supporting cast members. Now, online, people are calling Cecile Horton the Seal. That's not her name. That's not her name. I don't know where the fuck y'all get the Seal from. That's not her name. Her name is 411. Her name is Side Chick. Her name is Stepmama. Evil Stepmama. Her name is Miss Pooch-a-Lot. Her name is Miss Leather. Her name is I'ma have my cleavage out and be 78. But really look 76. That her name is not the Seal. I don't know where they get the Seal from. That don't even sound right. Her name is Miss Pooch-a-Lot. And fuck her. For real. And people want to say, like, oh my God, why is Cecile getting all this screen time? Because she asked for it. Go back to Comic-Con season 6 or season 6 Comic-Con or 5. It was during the time where Jesse L. Martin hurt his back. And I remember in the interview that bitch said, oh, yeah, so I went to, like, I wanted more camera time. Like, I wanted my character to have more storyline. I wanted her to have a bigger role in the show, just being like a one-time episode or 1 to 5 episodes showing my face and then leaving. She asked for that shit. Now, I don't know why Eric granted this privileged white woman her shit, but didn't grant the other privileged white woman, Danielle Panabaker, her shit, because Danielle Panabaker been asking to be a villain since season 3, probably earlier than that. And every year at fucking Comic-Con, that bitch, she ain't a bitch. Every year at Comic-Con, that girl in her little cha-cha heels talking about, like, oh my God, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Oh, I'm so excited, but I can't talk about it. Just at the end of the season of her character not to be shit. So tell me why Miss Poochali got what she asked for, but the other privileged white woman didn't. Make it make sense to me and my homegirl. And my thing is, Eric, you got 13 episodes, and that man over there talking about in interviews, talking about how he wished it could have went on for more seasons, or he wished that if scheduling wasn't an issue, he would have had way more cameos in those 13 episodes. Like how he didn't want to talk about Barry and Iris' story because it was already written. He rather focused on the supporting cast members. You rotten tomato head. Do that even say? Like, I hope he never picks up another pen or pencil again. And that's why I will always believe that he had no presence, no hand in writing one of the most amazing episodes I ever seen, which is, I don't know which episode was it. Was it episode 9? I don't even know because I haven't kept up with it, but the episode where Barry went back in time and he did the whole to season 1 Barry. I don't think Eric Wallace had not one hand in writing or producing that episode. Now, if he do, girl, I don't know what he... Let me shut up. I think what he did was he took that motherfucker script at the vault, dusted off, blew on it, all the dust flew in the air, and he handed it to his actors one by one. Because ain't no way in hell he write that. It was already planned out. There was nothing for him to do. The dialogue was just too great. The dialogue was just too crisp. The dialogue felt like Jeff Johns, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because Jeff Johns did work on that show season 1. And everybody know I love Jeff Johns. So, baby, I'm just saying. Same thing with the first half of season 6 and how they feel so unfamiliar. How does the first half of season 6 feel so unfamiliar to the second half? Like, bro, like this series finale was trash. It felt like season 7, season 8 with the terrible CGI. Like, instead of paying all them people to do cameos, instead of paying all these actors that can't act, why don't you put more money into what's important? And mind you, did I think the ending was good? Yeah, Barry running with that nice-ass, fine-ass smile he got on his face was cool. But I wanted to see an older version of Barry. What I would have liked to see, this is how I would have did it, baby. Let me just tell you how the episode would have went for me. First of all, episode 1, I'll keep episode 1 the way it is. Right? Then, episode 2 to 4 is the Matt's version of Reverse Flash. Right? That whole storyline where Barry is go back in time, blah, 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 blah. We do find out Iris is pregnant, but not because of Cleo, whack ass. Iris finds out herself in private and tells Barry in private, and then they have a party to discuss Iris being pregnant. And then we discuss Cecile and Joe leaving, and Joe leaving the house to Barry and Iris, and Barry and Iris move into Joe and Cecile's house. Well, not Cecile's house, because Joe is the only West, and that's name is on the deed. Okay? So Cecile, Lil Bow Wow, and Joe move out of town. That party is the last hurrah that we see Joe and Cecile and Lil Bow Wow until Iris give birth. And I said episode 2 to 4. So you got 45 minutes to show off Reverse Flash, Matt version of Reverse Flash, to show Iris announcing her pregnancy to Barry by herself. Then to have a party at the end where Joe and Cecile and Lil Bow Wow leave, and Iris and Barry take over Joe house. Okay? Jay, turn that shit off. It's loud. Then, Jay, turn it down. Turn it down. It's loud. Then from episode 5 to 7, we have Zoom. That's Caitlyn's arc. There's no such thing as a Claire. It's Caitlyn's arc. We've successfully bring back Killer Frost. So it's Killer Frost and Pussy Pop. Leave them there. Who gives a fuck? He don't matter no way. So it's Killer Frost, Pussy Pop versus Zoom. Okay? That's Caitlyn and Killer Frost's little arc. Let her have that one. She been there since season 1. Let her have it. In the meantime, we not doing the whole like, oh my God, who's gonna be the next negative? Fuck that. Scrap the fuck out of that dumbass storyline. We not doing that. We doing Zoom with Caitlyn and Pussy Pop. Okay? And Killer Frost. Let her have it. Let her have it. Then 8 to 10, we do Sabotage. Girl, at this point, we done did a time jump. From Iris being just pregnant to Iris being in her 2nd trimester. Okay? So she's showing. And we doing Sabotage now. Baby, Sabotage outside of the suit. The suit don't matter. The suit will never be seen a day in a life. Okay? It's gonna be Barry with that pizza crust on his face versus Barry with no pizza crust and Iris. There will be a lot of dialogue and a lot of CGI and a lot of CGI fighting and a lot of choreographed fighting scenes. I would love to see it. I would love to be there. It's gonna be great. Chester and Allegra. Sabotage gonna kill them off. Oh my God, the drama and turmoil of of Sabotage killing off Chester and Allegra. Oh my God. Killing off Chester and Allegra and then the fight between... Oh my God. Because they don't matter. And their lives wouldn't matter in the timeline either. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. It would be so amazing. Oh, if Sabotage came and killed them off. The drama. And then, I don't care. And then episode 10, or did I say 10? Episode 11 through 13, it would be Reverse Flash. I don't know how this would make sense, but I think this would be cool. It would be Matt's version of Reverse Flash and Tom's version of Reverse Flash together against Barry. I don't know. I just think that would be cool. I don't know, because people are always like, oh, Matt's version they don't never appreciate Matt's version of Reverse Flash, or oh, we like Tom Cavanaugh's version of Reverse Flash. So I just think that it would be cool if we got both of them on screen together fighting against Barry. I just think that would be cool. Mind you, this is just an idea. It's not a fleshed out idea, so I don't know how I would make it work, but it just sounds cool. And then obviously Barry wins the day, and then Iris gives birth, right? And it's actually a cute moment between husband and wife and child, and then Barry does the whole like baby against his chest thing. I just think that's cute. The whole baby against the chest thing, I just think that's cute. Actually, I would keep the birthing scene the same because I think it was pretty good. I wouldn't have Joe singing, even though actually I would keep Joe singing and have a montage of that as a transition for a flash forward. And like, see how they did it, but they did it backwards. Like they showed Barry and Iris's past and how it led to the future. I would have it be a flash forward to where Bart is being born. Actually, I would have had them be twins and then Bart, but whatever. I would have had 2 girl twins and then Bart. But yeah, a montage of their future. I think that would have been tight. Like Iris winning her Pulitzer, you know, Barry them actually showing Barry being the lead CSI at his job, showing Lil Bow Wow and Joe and Cecile at their new place or whatever, showing showing the twins as toddlers, showing Iris pregnant with Bart, you know, showing them living in Joe's old house, all that just for it to be a transition montage to showing an older version of Barry and Iris, not the older version that we've seen of Iris with the gray hair, just an older version where she might have, like, she just looks more mature and Barry has the little gray hairs on his sideburns. And then showing him talking to his children, saying the same speech, right? And then he runs off and saves the day. So it's just like, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I just came out with a cool idea. It's not fleshed out, but it's a cool idea. It's really not that hard. Especially when it's a show with comic books of plenty.
Chipotle, right?
With ample full of material to use. Like, it's really, really, really not that hard. The only thing I would say Eric got right, but then we found out he didn't even write, was Barry's speech to baby Nora. And they said Grant revised it. So you can't even give him credit for that. Like, overall, this episode was boo-boo. Overall, this episode was like a 5. And then they had Cecile flying. And then they couldn't afford to do the special effects for Cecile, so she's just literally wailing her hands at a speedster without anything coming out of her hands. She's just, unless she's doing it with her mind, but like, why do you need to move your hands if you're doing it with your mind? Like, it's just stupid. All of it was just stupid. And I hope Eric knows that it's stupid. I hope he knows that it's stupid. But no, he can't know, because him and Daniel Nicoletta's on the picket lines fighting for what's right, which is the writers, to pay the writers. So how the fuck would they know? They ain't got their phones. They over here walking down the streets, walking on the pavement with their picket signs, doing what's right for the people. Overall, West Island scenes, 10 out of 10. Everything else, 4 out of 10. Would not recommend. This is my last and final video of ever reviewing The Flash. Yes, OhYoNameTaty might come back again and do a funny video, a reaction and analyzation video, but this is my official last review of this bullshit, and I'm so happy. I didn't shed a tear, and I thought that I was, but Eric just ruined it for me, and a bitch like me mourned a long time ago. So yeah, this is it. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and out.